What's up, JSD for JP in the house, part 2 of response to Ramen Gaijin's video. And, I mean, like, when Victor made it, to me it seemed like he was trying to badmouth black people. But, there wasn't nothing in the video that Ramen Gaijin said that he could use, But I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna tell you what's up. Okay, you got brothers out here that's doing some crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? And they're doing some crazy stuff, but they're not doing anything else that Japanese people out here in those same businesses do, and then the whole thing, what you have to understand is the way the Japanese people run their businesses out here, to us it'll be strange, but to them it's just something that they do, and then when we do it, then we get looked upon at the other foreigners, and they'll judge us by the way they think the businesses are strange and things like that. But when they see the Japanese people doing the same thing, or when they see not the Japanese people, when they see Japanese people doing the same things, then they don't have that same kind of judgment. Or some do, what it is, because there are a lot of guys that come out here and they're just jealous because they can't get no sex and no girls and things like that. They just think they can just walk up to a girl and say, come on, let's do this, and I guess for them it doesn't work. I don't know, so they make a lot of these racist videos and stuff, but you can't come into another country and tell people what they're supposed to do, just to satisfy you, so, but I mean, I guess you can try, but see, what it is being human. A lot of that stuff affects us, but, I came out here, and I didn't come out here on the English train and stuff like that. I came out here in a whole different circumstance, or a bunch of different circumstances, or however it's supposed to be said. And I came out here, and the next day I started learning what was supposed to be done. I was taught some things. I learned it real fast. I picked it up. Pachinko thing, somebody taught me that. My second wife's ex-husband, because they were still doing the business together and stuff. And he was a white dude, Jewish white guy from Canada, and they were rich. They made their millions, in a year, doing a job that he started selling jewelry on the beach, but I mean not on the beach, but on the street. But he had an idea, but the management came from the wife, because she told him where to go. And then he didn't have enough money to go buy a lot of things, because he just came out here, and I guess he just came out here, trying to find a hustle or whatever. And he ended up I heard he became a legend in Israel, and a lot of Israelis came out here and was doing the same business that he was doing. And his only problem is his management skills were bad. And so he, they fell under it and stuff, because instead of, because if you want to make money, you can make money, but if you want to maintain that money, you have to have some good business and management skills, and his weren't. But, he made money, and you can't, can't take that, away from him. So anyway, he taught me the pachinko and what to do and everything, and I picked it up and I started just, it's funny. He said, do this, do that. I'm like, fine, I did it. And bam, next thing you know, I'm winning more than him and my wife, and it was funny. So, I came out here and I learned a different way. But then another thing, too, about me is when I came up, I didn't really grow up in any racist places. And so I didn't have to go through all of that stuff. And I didn't live in the South. And whenever I visited my families, everyone was black, and I did live in a rich white neighborhoods across the street from UCLA, and went to school up in Bel Air. So, I had both sides to deal with. The only thing I didn't really have to deal with was a lot of racism, especially from poor people, because everyone that I knew, they were all rich, and they didn't have any reasons to be racist towards me, or at least the kids didn't. The parents didn't. They were all cool. They were all cool and stuff, so I didn't, I just got lucky and all of that stuff. So then when I did join the military, and then I ran into it, because I already knew how people were and everyone wasn't racist and stuff like that, it was real easy for me to deal with that stuff, and I just laughed at a lot of stuff, and put history on them. You know the European history and stuff, and all this dirty stuff that happened and things that they don't, that embarrass them. You tell them, and they can call racism all they want. Just go to the library, grab a book, say, here, this is what it said. I'm just repeating what's in the book. And I've had to actually tell my bosses that, and then they're like, well, you need to. I'm like, you need to tell them to leave me alone because they're causing stress. They're trying to cause stress, and I'm not taking it. And if they're going to continue to do this, then I'm going to continue to quote history books, And they couldn't do anything. They couldn't do anything, just left me alone and stuff, But so basically, when you come, like this, what I said, a lot of my videos, when you come to Japan, you have to come with a clean slate. All that racism stuff and everything, you guys really need to get that out of your head, because a lot of these Japanese people, the only thing they know is about what they've seen on TV and what white people, a lot of these racist white people talk, because they'll get into a meeting with people and they'll go out and party, and they probably can't get no girls, or they might have married to these wives or women that they don't, the sex life is gone and is boring, and the wife is still looking nice, and they go to work, and the wife, she out in the streets doing whatever she's doing. They probably think she's faithful, and she could be, she might not be, it doesn't matter. But and then the ones that's single, if they don't have any girls, they can go months before they get a girl and stuff, because they don't know how to talk to them and things like that. And because they got a site out here in Japan where a lot of people who want to get a Japanese girls, I don't know if it's designed for white guys, but I know it's a lot of white guys on it though. And it just teaches guys how to talk to Japanese girls. And these guys, I'm telling you, it's funny because I don't have that problem, and people say because I'm black and I'm tall and all that stuff. But if you look at my videos, my hair is jagged. I wear Ralph Polo all the time because, that's just that's the only brand name of clothes that have my sizes and stuff like that. And so I just wear that all the time. But it's not because of choice. It's because I don't have another. Well, I guess it would be. Well, it's not because I want to wear it. It's because I have to wear these clothes. So I just, buy those. My friends, they want to buy me something. Where do you go? I just go to Polo and buy me Polo. And they're like, all right, stuff like that. But as far as getting girls and stuff, and I don't have any problems with that because I already know how to get a woman. And I already know what to do. And it's just too easy. And most of the time, if you're smart and if you relax, then you don't have to get them; they'll come to you, So, so when you come out here and things like that, they have lots of these. They have these. You will come with your preconceived thoughts, and I made a video about that. Stop making up stories in your head and let it happen. And when you go to a business and stuff, and let's say you're sitting down and you do have to talk to a white guy in an interview, you can't conduct an interview properly if you got all this stuff in your head. Well, I'm not going to get hired. Maybe you won't get hired. Maybe you will get hired. But the whole thing is when you're going to these interviews, a lot of these guys, they might not like you, but sometimes in these conversations, they'll throw different kind of businesses of their business strategies at you. They'll tell you what they're looking for, and they'll tell you what their customers are like and things like that. And if you're paying attention during a lot of these conversations, they're telling you how to start your own business. Only thing you need is just the money. But they're pretty much, our customers, they want this kind of people and this and that. And you're like, okay, fine. So you get the money, you go out and you hire white guys, whatever, white women, whatever, to do your business. You pay them, whatever salary, usually it's about, now it's like $2,500, $2,700. But the good places, people who really want to keep their teachers and stuff, if they can, they pay over $3,000. Some places, especially if they got like 500,000 students and stuff, they're gonna pay like $4,000 or $5,000 a month. And no one's making that kind of money in the States. So, and just teaching kids, and they got these books that they use, and they got these programs, and it might take 3, 4, 5 years, and just go through it, talk to the parents. If you're making $4,000 a month, you're gonna do what's required to make $4,000 a month. In the States, usually you'll be a manager or something like that, and you'll have to do you have to